Testing the audio. Hello. Testing the audio. Hello. Okay, it seems to be working. What's up, people? I'm just setting up my stuffs. Setting up my volume, my chat, so you can see. Just in case a ghost shows up and types something in my chat. Okay, let's recap again for those people who have not been following this series on Kobolds. I'm drawing these guys right here. Okay, let's close up of these monkeys. This is an old drawing that I did of these kobolds back in 2014. So I decided to draw an assassin type because over here, if you look at this drawing again, we have a archer and like a warrior. And this guy here would be an assassin. And we start out with the lion skeleton, and then we built upon that. We changed, removed positions, and things like that. And then I clothed him and gave him muscles and stuff. And so now I'm to the point where I'm going to do some rendering. And in terms of rendering, you as an artist have to decide what you want to render. What do you want to stand out? Because you don't render the whole thing. It'll just be overkill. It'll just ruin the drawing. Right now it's a sketch because it's loose. But what I'm going to do is obviously going to render this. I want this to be the main thing. That's going to trail to this arm here. This arm back here will be shaded, sort of muted, as well as this leg back here will be in shade. And then this leg here will be more rendered because it's coming forward. At least that's the idea that I have right now. So I'm going to start with using my H-LED. And I'm going to see these little squiggly lines here? Let's zoom in here. I call these sketch lines. See it's a little sketchy like that? Leave it like that. Because that gives it movement. Don't go in there and fill it up opaquely, because it'll just ruin it. These are just tips for you guys. And so, like I said, I'm going to put this in shadow. So I'll go with my H-LED. And I'll lightly shade this area back here. And the light's coming from the top. So it's top-down shadow. Lighting, I mean. Now, in order to... Right now, this arm is being lost, right? What I mean by that is this is competing with this. So what you have to do is you make this darker to throw that further back. Okay? That's how you know, playing with values, right? You know, I need a sheet. I'm going to put my hand here. And what's going to happen is this face is going to get all blurry and smudged. So let me get a clean sheet. And I suggest you guys do this too. What you do is just put this. This is the sheet for your hand, where you rest your hand. All right. Now, the spikes here are black. They're dark. So I'm going to darken that. I could use it darker. I could use my HB, but I'm going to see how this works out first. This is the shoulder pad here. And here, I start making corrections too, if I have to make corrections to certain things. I'm going to go to HB lead instead. Okay, now I know there's the ear here, right? The ears overlapping the shoulder armor. So this, because this shoulder armor is dark, is great because it'll make that ear pop out a little bit. And if I have to, I can erase some of this information right there. So it's like has got a little tip. Yo, Anthony, hey, you finally made to one of my streams. How you doing? I'm starting the rendering phase, which is shading and controlling shadows and the values. What is this? I'll grab the wrong one. It's my H. This is my HB. Okay, go back to my HB. How's your day? Hope it was a good day. And if you have any questions, just let me know. There we go. Yeah, I'm only waking up at this time. Oh, wow! You must be on the other side of the world. So what I'm doing, just to recap, because you're in here, and because you are here, is important to me. I'm gonna have this hand back here. Like I'm basically leaving it as it is, just lightly shaded. And I'm gonna have this more rendered and this more rendered, so this pops forward from that arm over there. And the beauty about fantasy art, strictly fantasy art, is that you have full control of lighting. Oh man, I need a new LED for this. I wonder if I have another LED. If I don't have another LED, oh good. I have to go inside the house and get another LED because I'm over here in my garage. So the beauty of fantasy art is we can control the lighting. And it doesn't have to be realistic in terms of like how the shadows fall and things like that. But you do have to have some sort of realism to it as how the shadows will work. And I'm going to go ahead and use this HB. This is my HB LED. And I'm just going to go around the circle. A cross hatch a little bit here and there. Because the lighting is coming from the top. And that looks okay. Let me render the spikes Oh, there's another spike down here. I missed it. Now, these spikes down below, I'm just going to keep them in shadow for now. Like that. And this one too. Now these over here can have a little spot of light. This is my H LED, just so you know. I'm only using two LEDs, H and HB. Other side of the world, what's it? China, India, I don't know. I don't know. This world has a lot of sides. I'm over here in California. And right now it is 7 p.m. for me. Oops, I gotta keep this in the camera. Sometimes I forget about my camera. I don't have someone to guide me here. Let me zoom out. Oh, actually that's good. And next I'm gonna darken the ear. Darken that ear. Darken that. And then the light is coming from the top, so this can be shaded inside here. Like so. And I'm going to darken the straps. You have these shoulder straps here. These straps hold the shoulder pads together. So dark, we go from thick to thin, it sort of disappears over there. And then I have this here for my hand, so I'll smudge it. From here I'll go this way. Back that way. He has straps on the other side, but I'm not sure if I should put those. Let me see, it'd be maybe too much info. Let's see here. Maybe okay. I'll just put that strap there. Because on the other side he has the other shoulder, which you could sort of or Vietnam. Oh, cool. 14 hours, yeah. You work today, or are you a student, or what? This is the other shoulder. This is the shoulder pad here. So I'm gonna just lightly shade it. Basically, almost leave it the same. And then, in order to show that, I'm gonna darken this neck area, like that. And then darken the chest here. Let me see if I'm still on camera. Let me zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little more. My lighting is a little yellow because of the light bulb. And at this stage of my art, I also do corrections as I go along. If I need to do corrections. Now over here, you see this straight line? I don't like that because it's too silly looking. These are scales, so it should be like this. It should be like that. But that was just a placeholder line. It's a line for me to, it's like a guide. Oh, you're on summer vacation. That's awesome. You gotta enjoy your summer. So then these scales go this way. I'm not gonna draw. Here, I would probably put another, ideally, I'd put another line here, but I'm not gonna do that because I already have these shoulder straps and it's enough information. You don't want to like overkill with so much detail, because a lot of artists tend to do that. Now here, I know there's scales here, but I'm gonna leave it as it is, and I'm gonna actually just render this. And then you can sort of use your imagination as a viewer. That's something you want to do as an artist. You don't want to define everything for your for your viewers. You want to let your viewers use their imagination. So see the neck's darker now, and it pops that shoulder out. You notice it's behind him. I wish you this on Twitch, but it's totally understandable. Yeah. This YouTube channel is monetized, so that's why I'm doing it on YouTube. And the nice thing about YouTube is that they don't delete your videos. I know Twitch deletes them after a certain amount of time to clear up like their database or whatever. I'm gonna shade this with a HLED. Just real quick, one directional shading, just like this. Just to give myself an idea. My camera? Okay. Just make sure the camera or the drawing is on camera. Alright, so that doesn't look too bad. So like I said, the line's top down, so we're gonna, this arm is gonna cast a shadow. So maybe it'll be like down this way. Like that. And I'll shade this thing too. Let me do the belt. The belt is sort of like dark too. So here we go. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm just gonna mosey on down. So what I do here, you notice it's dark here and light over here. I do that. Everything has there's a reason why I do these things. I don't want a solid belt, a solid dark line. A solid dark line here would just like, it'd be like a cut. It'd be too much. And you want to have interesting things happening in your artwork. I mean, that belt buckle is fine. I'm not going to do anything to it. But this should be dark here, and then that'll work. And I'm going to get my HLED here. Look, I switched to my HLED. And shade a little bit here into the rib cage here. Have this rib cage detail. And even though the light's hitting over here, I can accentuate this part of the back just by making it a little darker. That's it, right there. Go back to HB. You're a big Twitch guy? I'm gonna go here. I'm going to focus on this arm and the head, mostly. And all this back here will be sort of in shadow. I'm going to go back to H. I go back and forth with my values. So go H and see what that looks like. And even though the light's coming from the top, we're going to see a little shadow over here. Just a little bit. Because the arms are rounded, you know, you would see a little shading over here. Just a little bit. Not too much. So it's sort of like that. But I feel like it has to be darker here. So I'll go back to my HB. Yeah, I use H and HB. I don't usually get darker than HB. And then I'm going to make this line here a little darker. Just like that. And this here will be in shadow. So I'm going to use my HLED. Let me see my camera. Get my camera. And do this just real quick. Like that. And then I'm going to go back to, actually I could still use my HLED. And then I'm going to go in here and just shade these little gems in real quick. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. Which means I gotta pay attention to my camera. Yeah, I got your message the other day about you missed my stream. I told you I'll be on at 2 o'clock, but you're probably sleeping at that, at that time. And so in order to bring more detail to this, I'm still using the HLED, and I'm going to just do this, just darken some of these lines. Like so, and then this, let me see. I gotta step back and look at my values. I can't just keep going. Something important you should do is when you're rendering and shading, stop and just like pull back and take a look at the whole thing. See, let me zoom out. So I stop and I look at the whole thing and then take the whole thing to into account. So you get a better picture of what you're doing, because what happens is you get so focused. At least I do. Most artists get focused on rendering and shading, and then we forget about the whole thing. So you have to sort of step back and take a little break. Make sure it's coming out the way we wanted it to come out. And this has a black leather strap here, and I'm going to continue this shading into here just a little bit. I don't want to mess up those little sketch lines there. So just a little bit to show that's attached there. I could accentuate some of the detail here, but not too much. Maybe like this. Here, and maybe a little over here. Just like that. And then just gives it a nice enough detail where it looks kind of cool, but is not overpowering this. This is sort of, it's not supposed to. Sort of in the background. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't watch YouTube streams, but you're an exception. Thanks a lot. Yeah, 4 was early and you moved to 2. Yeah, I don't, that's the thing. I don't have a schedule because I share my computer with my daughter. So and she does her Discord stuff. She's got like 1,000 people in there. It's like a Genshin Impact Discord server, and she's really into that. So whenever she's not available, whenever she's done, I'll jump on, or whenever I'm done, she hops on the computer. So, and that's why I can't have a set schedule. Yeah, I mean, if it was my computer and only I used it, yeah, I would have a set schedule, and my viewers would know exactly when I'm going to start streaming. The other thing, I'm a dad, and I have 4 daughters, and I have a wife, and I have a house, so I have things to do, usually around the house or whatever. If it's making dinner or doing yard work or fixing something. So yeah, I get busy. So the times when I'm not busy, then I'll just hop onto here. And I also stream Fortnite. Of all things. I love Fortnite. So much fun. So I stream Fortnite too, but not on YouTube. I have a different channel for that. Now back to the art topic here. We have this hand here. And I think I like the fact that it's in shadow. I'm going to continue. I want to darken here, this part of the fist here. I want to darken this thing. This is my HLED. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is maybe put some lighting on this blade. Like light's hitting it here. Let me get into focus here. Like light's hitting here, so it'll catch some interest here. Sort of like this. Like that. And this could be in shadow. I can darken some of this stuff here. So do you like fantasy art? Curious. Are you an artist? Let me see what you said. Oh, okay. You follow me from Twitch. That's hilarious. Also, you should. So you remember my old channel, my Fat Cat Food channel. I'm streaming on Kick now, kick.com. Except my name right now is not Fat Cat Foo. It's Bebop Foo. So it's BEBOPFOO. I'm gonna change that when I have to wait 60 days to change the name. I was gonna go with a new name, but then I found myself calling myself Fat Cat. While I was playing the game, I was like, well, let's just go back to Fat Cat. Because my friends remember that name. So back to this. This I was going to catch some light back here. Still using the lead. H lead. And I'm going to just darken this back here. So there's like a little light back there. I shouldn't have assumed that you recognize me. I don't know who are. Wait, did you play with me on? Did you play Fortnite with me? I don't remember. Oh, Anthony Rison. Okay, yeah, I remember now. I remember. Okay, so now I have to darken this area a little bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, because this here is going to be in shadow. This leg. Let me just shade it in for now. Lightly shaded. Wait, hold on. I'm on camera. Let me zoom out. I always forget to check the camera. I mean, art's what I love doing. I mean, Fortnite's fun though. It's a fun thing to do. Again, it's just like I'm continuing the shading. I'm gonna leave this highlight here. I'm not gonna shade that because it's catching some nice light there. But I am gonna do this. Just darken just a little bit here and there. So now I can darken this blade. Let's check this out. Play BGs. Battlegrounds. Here we go. Now I have to darken this for a reason. You'll see. So now what that's gonna do. That's going to throw the leg back once I darken this here. So I do these in steps, you know, just like baby steps. Like that. Maybe I can darken this part of the blade. A little bit there. Maybe here. Maybe not. If I don't like it, I'll just get rid of it. I think I like it when it was white. So I just go like this. And I'll draw the line back in there. You notice I don't draw a solid line. It's just like you don't want to make everything solid because then it'll just become becomes too much. There's too much going on. So I used to play Fortnite. And this tail is going to be light too. I just sort of shade the bottom part of it. And leave the top part with a highlight. Well, I guess I don't have to, but I will leave it like that. Now, right now this leg seems sort of very sort of weak, because he's going to be like heavily more rendered up here. So this leg needs to be darkened so it can like sort of withstand the weight, so to speak. So I'm going to get my HB and just darken this. Darken it like that, and a little here, a little over here. If I don't like it, I'll just erase it. Maybe I'll darken the hilt too, or sheath, or whatever you call this thing. So now it looks a little better. Looks like, you know, there's more weight over there. You don't really pay for it, no biggie. And then the shadow, I have to sort of darken the shadow over here. Also, am I on camera again? Okay, I'll make sure I'm on camera. And when I darken it, and then sort of just let it go light. Let it go light. There. You want to make your shadows interesting. You don't want to like make it the whole thing dark. That would just kill this thing. Usually I make the shadows dark like next to the foot. This would be dark, and then it would just like sort of fade out. I would not darken anything in here in the middle. So I'm going to go back to the chest area. And I'm just finessing my lighting. I'm not pressing very hard. I'm just like taking, just building it up. This needs to match. This has to match that. So I have to make sure I get that right. So now I have to pull back and we'll take a look at it. Okay. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. I could probably darken this part. I feel like I have to darken these are the scales. I feel like I have to darken this part of the skin. Let's see what that does. I'm going to fade it out. As I fade out, I press less hard. Can I just more soft? Now, let's see if I like that. Maybe, maybe not. I may erase that because it's creating this line here. Not too crazy about that. Okay, before I erase it, let me do this. I did say this was going to be in shadow, so. I'm going to leave some mystery. Some mystery for your viewers. I learned all this from my art teacher. Not how to draw, but techniques. Okay. That looks better for now. And I have the other blade over here. I'm going to go back to my H lead. And I'm just going to darken that one just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to do the head last. But looks good so far. Maybe I just darken this a little bit. Oops. See, I'm forgetting to move the camera. There we go. I could probably work on the shoulder armor some more. Let me get my HB. So what are you studying? You said you're a student. What's your career? Make that smooth. If I have to, I can erase a trusty eraser. And then yeah, go back to my H. I believe this is my H, and put a little fuzz around the circle, just a little bit. Make it a little fuzzy. I'm gonna drink some coffee. I don't usually drink coffee this late, but I forgot to make coffee today. I gotta have at least 1 cup of coffee a day. Oh, right. I did a pretty good amount of shading today. English major. Oh, nice. So you're gonna teach how to speak English at your country? Because that pays pretty good money, from what I hear. And I think there's also a lot of golfers from Thailand that want to learn English so they can speak the language over here when they come to America. So these spikes here are getting lost, so I'm going to darken those. Let's zoom in on the spikes. There we go. So here we go. Let's darken the spike. There you have it, Silly Rabbit. Zoom out. zoom out. There we go. I don't like the yellow light, but it is what it is. So he's coming along, and I think my next stream I'll finish him off. My next stream I'll do this whole thing and this leg here, because this is done back here. That's done. That's as dark as it's gonna get over here. I may make this darker like this hand and this knife if I have to give it some more weight. Depending how this comes out. If this here, this and this gets too strong, like it's really heavy over here, I'll have to darken this to balance. I'll have to darken this arm back here. You know, it depends how dark I get over here. But for now, I think it's coming along. Oh, you do translate. Sweet. Oh, you don't teach, you just translate. Yeah, definitely translators, man. For sure. You know, it's coming along. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. I think you're the only one that shut up so far. But we'll see. Well, you enjoy your day, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go have some dinner, and then I'm gonna jump on Fortnite. So, if you wanna see me on BebopFoo, I'll be on. It's on Kick.com. I'll be there for a little bit. So you have a good rest of your day. I'm signing off here, guys.